A determined and well-supported attack by our Panzer Grenadiers has opened up the road towards Gankovo. It is now within our reach. However, the day is ending, darkness has arrived. What will happen during the night? Will our troops have the opportunity to rest, or will they be thrown into another slaughter? Hello there, and welcome to the next part of our awesome Raging Bridgehead campaign in Graviteam Tactics Mius-Front. So far this was going quite well, so now let's together finish the 5th turn and enter the 6th one. Let's see what happens. Okay, some of my units are successfully digging in. We are getting repairs done, we are getting resupplied. We are getting some men. Oh, that's interesting. I will have to take a look at this. Ammunition, more repairs. My tanks are in dire need of repairs. I hope that we are getting some tanks repaired. But many repairs seem to focus on this unit actually. I did have some half-tracks damage during the last attack, so I guess some were repaired by their crews. But okay. So this is the situation that we find ourselves in. What was that thing about man transferred? I'm curious to see what that was. So here we have a tank that's damaged, 2 tanks that are damaged that are being repaired. Both have a full crew. Now I wonder if maybe some tank crews from the reserve were transferred to those 2 damaged tanks. I could see that happening. I'm not sure though. Anyway, I will now take some time to prepare my move for the next turn. But first let's read the historical situation. It is now midnight. The advancing 1st Tank Division units received an order from the Division HQ to immediately return to the initial positions. It is not known to what extent this order was implemented. What? Immediately return to the initial positions? Why? Am I going to follow that order? The advancing 1st Tank Division units. Let me check something. So that's basically everybody, right? 1st Tank Division. Yeah. I don't think I will follow that order. I think I have been doing very well so far. But maybe I should take some time to dig in. I'm a little bit apprehensive right now of what might happen. Will there be a large-scale enemy counterattack maybe? I don't know. But I think I have done quite well so far. I have inflicted very big losses on the enemy. Their frontline troops basically have been completely devastated. There's a lot of rear area stuff remaining. And I think I can see this thing through. But maybe I should take a break during the night. Okay, you know what? Give me a moment. I will organize my forces. I will make plans and then I'll get you back in on the action. See you soon. Welcome back. I've taken some time to replenish some losses, exchange some damaged units for others that are still somewhat fresh, and I've made my decisions on who will move where. Basically, we will move everybody closer to the front because, as you can see, we have a lot of area that is actually not occupied right now. And I will actually not attack in this turn, not at all. I will get my troops into position to start an attack next turn. So, let's do that. Let's end the turn and see what the AI does. Okay, a lot is happening. A lot of stuff is happening and we are getting a new briefing. So let's see. 3 o'clock in the morning on the 9th of August 1941. The 1st Motorized Infantry Regiment is on the left flank of the bridgehead, so over here, as before the beginning of the offensive, and the 113th Motorized Infantry Regiment is on the right. The 1st Motorcycle Battalion replaces the 3rd Company of the 118th Infantry Regiment. Okay, so they are going here, and the 118th is doing what? Which is removed from the subordination of the division, begins to act independently, becoming a defensive front line facing to south and Gankovo. Okay, so basically the 1st Motorcycle Battalion and the 118th are tasked with becoming a blocking force here and defending towards the south. I cannot do that right now because I have not captured Gankovo yet, but I will do so this turn, or next turn, and we'll see what happens then. Where were we? The artillery also returns to the initial positions and is located on the bridgehead behind the infantry units. The 6th Company of the 36th Artillery Regiment is transferred under the 73rd Artillery Regiment command. Okay, so we are getting some OOP changes here, that's interesting. So this was the historical situation. This is basically what happened. These units became a blocking force towards the south, while the 113th had pushed through towards Gankovo, and then started to attack northwards towards Izvos. That will also be my aim. However, historically the Soviets managed to pull off a counterattack that drove the Germans back almost to Jaswice. But apparently they are now also moving back towards Vyazok. So, oh, didn't want to do that. So on this side here, we are a bit behind the historical situation because we did not capture Gankovo yet. However, on this side, we are ahead. We did capture Mishkino up here, we did capture Slepino at Maximovka and Vyazok, and we are at the gates of Volna. And this will be captured now. Let's see, the AI did not conduct an attack, and Gankovo is actually mine. That opens up some possibilities. But let's first see, there's some digging in being done, some repairs. Refueling, goods. Okay, 1 tank is repaired and returned to the unit, that's great. That's very important. I have so many tanks that are damaged that I need of repairs. This is very important that something gets done about that. Good, repairs. And ammunition. Okay. And we have a lot of units down here that have managed to dig in, which is great. That actually is exactly what I need. Now I will move units into here because apparently it looks like there is nobody there. So this is actually where I will try to move the units of the 118th into. We will basically create the historical situation that we saw, that we set up a blocking force here in this area, so that the 113th can concentrate on a push towards Izvos through the forests here. At the same time, the other units up here will continue to push into Volna and then towards Izvos. Unfortunately, this unit did not make it to here. That's very unfortunate. I relied on them getting here because I wanted to use them to initiate an attack on Volna. Because if I let the tanks do that... Yeah, this is an aspect of the game that I didn't explain yet. So, if I let the tanks attack, you see that there's a yellow dot here. What that means is, if I start this attack, it will be a rush attack, basically, I think it's called. Where we get the opportunity to capture more ground. We get the opportunity to basically push through this sector and into the next. What that means is the center of the battlefield will become the sector that we are attacking instead of the sector where we are attacking from. If we take an infantry unit, you see that the attack dots are an orange color. If I were to take this unit and attack northwards, then the battlefield would be this area here. These 3 enemy areas and then this area down here, 3 by 3. If I do this with the tank, it would become this here. Which, as you can figure, I don't want to do because it would put me at a disadvantage. I could take the tank and attack towards the north. Then this sector here becomes the middle of the battle, so I would still have the opportunity to push into Volna. And I would at least get a little bit more forces for that. However, I need infantry. I can't do it with tanks alone. So I don't know if this attack is happening in this turn or not. Give me a little bit of time to think about that. And I'll get you back into the action then. And once again, welcome back. So, we will not attack Volna in this turn, because I need infantry if I want to capture the town. There's no way around that. I cannot simply send my tanks into these streets. They could run into a lot of trouble, and I see that the enemy has a lot of anti-tank weapons in this area, so I'm not about to do that. I will bring up these Panzer Grenadiers to Vyazov, and then in the next turn they will attack towards Volna. However, I will start an attack with the 113th Motorized Infantry Regiment towards the north. They will start their movement towards Izvos, and I think the battlefield will look something like this. So there's potential to capture a large area. What will the enemy do? I don't know. For the last few turns they have remained passive. I think their offensive power is spent at this point. I don't think that they are receiving substantial reinforcements. But we will see. Let's end the turn and see what happens. Okay. We are not getting exactly that which I wanted, so the battlefield is only like this. This may be because the enemy is attempting a breakthrough from down here. And apparently... Oh yeah, and since I ordered units to move into this area, there will be another battle here. Okay. And as I can see here in the north, the infantry has made it into position. So in the first morning light, we will actually start the attack on Volna. That's nice. But this here will be a nighttime battle. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. It is pretty dark. And our units will advance a short way up into this forest and clear out the enemies, I hope. We can also take the opportunity and destroy the enemies down here in the south with the units from the 118th. I think that's a good idea, and that's what we'll do. So, let's go to the battlefield. And yeah, this is pretty much what I expected to happen. So, basically the enemy recognized that he has not enough forces to withstand my assault in any way, shape or form, so they pulled back, they retreated immediately. That means we do not have to fight that battle, we have to fight this one. And I am pretty sure that I'm going to win this one. This will not take a long time, this will be over pretty quick. There are at maximum 4 enemy units stationed here, although I believe there will be no more than 3, and some of them might already be depleted. Let's see if these guys will retreat. Alright, let's have a look at our battlefield for today. As you can see, this time we are having ourselves a proper nighttime battle. It is dark. There's no sun. There's apparently also no moon. Not that I can see it. No, I don't think there's a moon. The weather is clear, so that's at least good. It's not overcast. If it was overcast, it would be even darker. But it is clear and it will remain clear. I will pause the game for a moment just to show you the deployment and the battlefield that we'll be fighting on. So, down here I have some units that will hold the line. They are dug in. The enemy is expected to be in this forested area here, also maybe in this open area over here, in these swarms. So we'll have to get them out of there. The enemy, if we look at the map, he is planning an attack towards Peleshi. So basically through these forces up here. I hope that they can withstand an enemy assault. They should be able to. And I do have reinforcements coming in. So there are some units that I will move in that direction if required. Otherwise they will just attack into the flank of the enemy. I do have these guys. This is the 10th company of the 118th Infantry Regiment. They are currently just in these forests here. They are moving to capture this area, to advance into this forest line, so that if the enemy is attacking towards my position up there, they can get into his flank and hopefully deal some serious damage to them. I do have a scout unit of the motorcycle battalion. Yeah, motorcycle battalion. 3rd Recon Company. These guys are ordered to just walk down here to the south, and I will have them move past these entrenched forces into this forest and find me the enemy. Now this is a nighttime battle, and you will notice that in contrast to what I do usually, I did not set up anybody to hold his fire. Usually I like to do that to ambush the enemy, but when you have conditions such as this with low light, low visibility, then your units might not see the enemy until he's basically directly in front of them. And at that point, you do not want to hold fire, you want to shoot immediately. He who shoots first usually wins. So, everybody is free to open up if he sees something. What's also important is to have patrols, and for that reason I have a half-track here. This guy. He will just drive down these roads on a patrol pattern, making sure that no enemies are sneaking into my back line if possible. I do have some artillery batteries that can shoot flares, and I imagine that this will be very useful during the battle, and it will help us to see what's going on. But right now it's just a case of everybody needs to get into position. So, until that happens, I will speed up the time, I will make a cut here, and I'll get you back in the action once we discover something. And here we have something. Some shooting is happening. There are enemy units apparently trying to advance towards the north, just as expected. And my units did open fire. Some tracers have started a little fire here in the grass, giving some illumination. But this is the real appeal of nighttime battles. As you can see, or as you will see in a moment, it will get very colorful very fast. With tracers, flares, and all kinds of stuff illuminating the landscape. Now, the enemy is trying to drive some trucks through the area. That's not a good idea. Where do I have some artillery that might be able to launch some flares in this area? think these guys are perfectly suited for that. Do you have flares? Yes, you do. 3 per gun. Yes, please. Bring me those flares. Okay, so these scouts certainly have found the enemy. I will have these scouts therefore hold their advance. And I will attempt to bring up more forces. Also, there is a big concentration of enemy units here. Let's see if we can hit them with some artillery maybe. My machine guns are doing a wonderful job, but artillery never hurts. Well, actually it does hurt a lot, but semantics. Okay, where is this observer? This observer is sitting... Where are you? Oh, you're over there. Okay, you're of no use. Where are you sitting? There. This is a good position to be in. So, let's have you... hammer some artillery down into their formation. High explosive. Actually, let's fire the incendiary that I still have. Let's fire it into the forest back here. That's a great idea. The incendiary will do a good job. Fire away. I don't know if I'm happy with this strike. Maybe I should move it further back. Yeah, cancel this. Let's move this further back to where I can hopefully expect to hit more enemies, because mortars are already targeting this area. Give it to me like this. That's good. Incendiary. Call it in. Let's watch this. Machine guns at night. Absolute awesomeness. I mean, look at this. Something just detonated. Oh, the enemy might have mortars. The sounds are glitching out from time to time. It's just because there's so much shooting going on right now, and the sound mod that I'm using, I believe, does increase the number of sounds that are getting played. So that's a recipe for this happening, but it's still awesome. Even if we can't hear the machine gun. The enemy is just getting lit up over there. Now my artillery has started to shoot flares. They are arriving right now. And they will illuminate the area quite nicely, increasing the accuracy of my units. The incendiary barrage is landing now, or should land any moment. This is my mortars shooting, that's not incendiary. Come on, where is it? Incendiary is a great idea at night. It really is. There's the incendiary. Together with mortars. I hope that the incendiary ammunition sets more of the forest on fire. That would really help me. Yeah, there's a shell. I believe they are still zeroing in. They are not firing for effect right now. It doesn't look like that at least. But I believe the observer can't actually see this area, so he will not be able to correct the shot. Let's have a look. Yeah, he did not see the impact. So the fall of the shot is not being corrected. Cancel the strike. I still have 4 rounds. That's 1 round for each gun. Unit lost. Who? Why? Probably one of the machine guns. Gunner died. Can't combat. Mobilized, no crew. Okay, there's only 1 guy left and he can't operate the gun alone. Apparently. I need to start calling in more flares. So let's do that. The placement was alright, so we'll just call in again at the same place. And my units, they are still moving through the forest. Getting into position. Where exactly are you supposed to be? No, you're supposed to get into the half-track, dummies. Don't walk? Okay. I should get an attack into their flank rolling. So, let's actually do that. We will bring these units up. Get them into the forest. You will walk to here. And then you will attack in that direction. You guys, I want you guys to go to walk to here. And then you will attack in this direction. And the goal is to get good coverage of this open swamp area. I really do hope that you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. I know it's dark, but the flares are coming. The flares are coming. Right now, I think the only bright things you see are those lovely tracers. Sperrfeuer, yeah. Good idea. Do that. This is atmospheric, isn't it? It's very awesome. Just very, very awesome. What are you guys standing around for? Shouldn't you, you know, get into cover or something? I didn't order you guys to hide, that's it. Yeah, that's true, I didn't do that. Should have. Ideally, I should have. Oh, this patrol, they got into their half-track and their half-track is continuing its patrol. This is nice, isn't it? Just driving through the night. Watching the distant firefight. The flares going up. Really nice. Very pretty. And now the flares are landing, which will give targets to my units. Look how the flares are illuminating the whole area. keep moving. Very pretty. I do like the atmosphere that this creates. Very awesome. Very, very awesome. Okay. Let's see. The enemy, what are they doing? They are more or less stuck in the open. I think with my units arriving down here in the south, the motorcycle battalion, the scouts, they will immediately start to advance into this area. The enemy is already offering a ceasefire, which does tell me that I have hit them very hard. We have a mortar battery here. They will hold position. They're doing a good job so far. How much ammunition do you still have? Oh, you're very low. Okay. In that case, ceasefire. They are very low. They expended a lot of ammunition. But these machine guns, we can bring them up. I want these guys to advance together with the other units here. Go to here. And then these two machine guns, they will go on this flank. You will set up here. You will set up there. Your commander will go to there. These machine guns, I want you further up. There. And there, with your commander in between you. And the unit commander, he will go there. Okay, so that's their orders then. Half trick, still on the move. They are just moving along these forest paths. Motorcycle battalion is arriving in its designated area, so I guess 5 to 10 minutes, then they can start to move. Their task is to find me the enemy so that I can bring in heavier forces with artillery to crush them, because I do expect that the enemy is entrenched. Actually, it is possible that the BT-5 that the enemy still has somewhere in the south is somewhere in this area. So we will have to look out for that. Yeah, the enemies are retreating into the swamp. The attack has been repulsed. I guess with that done, we can have these units advance and pursue. They are not entrenched or something like that, yeah? No, they are not. So that might be a good idea, just to have these units pursue the enemy, capture this forest, and advance to the edge of it. Let's see, who do we have? You guys are on that flank, so you guys are on this flank. Advance to this break in the forest first. You guys to this line here. Forward observer, he's staying there, he's in a good position still. Machine guns, I could have them advance together with the infantry. Or I can have them cover for a little bit, especially those on the right flank here. Let's hold the machine guns back for a little bit before I move them up. So let's tell these machine guns to wait 2 minutes. Then you will move your machine gun to this position here. Your body, same thing, wait 2 minutes, move to here. And your commander, wait 2 minutes, move to here. Now for the other machine guns. Where's this one? Down here. Okay, you. I want you to wait 3 minutes. And then you will start your movement to this position. Your body here will do the same. 3 minutes, and then you will move to here. Your commander will wait 3 minutes as well, and he will move together with you. And the machine gun unit commander, let's give him 2 more minutes, then he will start to move to here. So that's their order set up. My infantry is advancing in the forest as ordered, which is good. They are getting right into the flank of the retreating enemy forces. I should have my machine guns up soonish. That will help, certainly. Oh, the enemy has cancelled the ceasefire offer. That's interesting. I did not expect him to do that. Okay. What about the scout battalion? Where are they? These guys arrived, so I can have them move up already. You will move to here. Just move into this area. Lock it down. The others are more or less in position. There are some stragglers, but they will catch up eventually. I will have you guys move to here. Your mortars. I'm not so sure where we'll set them up. These are 5cm mortars, so they need to be quite close to be of any use. So ideally they need to move just behind the units. I will have them move into this clearing here. Move to there, there, and the third one can move here, and your commander can move up there. Get moving. Your machine guns, they are arriving. Some stragglers, but they too will arrive sooner or later. Let's have them follow and set up. I want... Yeah, you're more or less together. Okay, so I want you guys on the flank. You will move to here. You will move to here, and your commander will move to there. These machine guns, they will move to the center of the line mostly. Go there, and the commander goes there. So this guy is ordered to go here, but he will of course follow his units and move to there. Nice. So far so good. I think I need to drop in more flares on the battlefield, but this time I will drop them much further back. Well, not that far. Okay, I need to move the observer forward so that he gets eyes on. Where is he? He's all the way back here. Yeah, I should move you up, shouldn't I? Although you're on a nice hill here. Can be beneficial. Let's try to move you into the open here first. Maybe that's already enough. These units are just moving in a line formation, going through the forest. No, these units actually Are they holding position? Okay, so I did not actually order you guys to advance. I will do so now. Let's create a double line. Let's shorten the width of the formation a little bit. Start moving. Carefully though. These guys, they're doing fine. No need to intervene right now. But so far this is going well. This is indeed going well. Okay, this unit will now advance to the edge of the forest. I want you in a dense formation. Go there. Okay, you guys are over there. These guys. I want these guys to advance just to the edge here. And also to do it cautiously. The machine guns are not yet in position, but I want to pursue the enemy. I do not want to necessarily wait for the machine guns right now. But so far so good. This is going well. This is going absolutely well. Units are slowly advancing. Wow. Imagine having to fight in something like this with all the tall undergrowth and bad visibility. This is messed up. War is hell. Which we can also see currently in Ukraine, of course. So much unnecessary suffering. But we are not here to talk about Ukraine. We are here to play a game. And so far it's going very well. The enemy resistance is slowly crumbling. They did not renew their ceasefire offer yet. I see them pulling back. They are pulling back hard. They are on the run. But where will they run? That's the question. There is something like a path through the forest here, and they seem to be going along it towards the south, so I need to be prepared that they might try some shenanigans down here. Maybe go into these swamps, do something, I don't know. But I'm sure we'll get them before they can achieve anything significant. Okay, these units. I want you guys to now advance to the edge of the forest. And one of the machine guns is set up. Excellent, both, nice. Yeah, machine guns are more or less setting up where I wanted them to, so that's good. But I forgot about it, I do need to bring flares into the area. I don't want to wait 5 minutes though. 3 minutes with big dispersion. That's alright. How many flares do I have? 24. Yeah, call it in. Where's this observer sitting? Down here. I will have you advance together with the other units. So that you can provide some flares. You can take over for the other battery, since they are getting low on flares. Half-track is still completing its patrols. That's very good. I should make sure... Wait a moment, this observer, he does not have flares, he only has high explosive. Should I maybe bring one of the observers to the south so that he can illuminate this area here, since the enemy is pulling back in this direction? I'll hold off for now. Scouts did advance into the forest without encountering anything or anyone. So I believe at this point I will simply have them continue. These guys, they will hold here for the moment, but these ones, I will have you move into this area. Okay. Or will I want to move you? Okay, here's what we'll do. I will move you in a double column formation to there, then to there, and then you will go back into an open formation, just so that you are not completely out in the open when you cross this little gap here. Yeah, the enemy has pulled back his forces mostly to this position down here in the south. So this is where we will pursue them. The motorcycle battalion, they do have this artillery observer. I think he belongs to them. No, it's actually the 118th Infantry Regiment. They're holding the middle here. So far, it's all well and good. My units are slowly advancing through the forest. Enemies that are out in the open, in the swamp, are being picked off by the units that are on the edge of the forest. Brilliant. Absolutely awesome. I think these units, yeah, they do not have good vision because there's basically a hill here. So if I want them to have good vision, I need to get them up there. I'm hesitating a little bit to get him out in the open like this. Could be a bad idea. On the other hand, the flares will arrive now, and having them up here will be a huge bonus. So let's advance them actually. Let's do it like this. Go up there, face that direction. Okay. Yeah, the units are advancing through the forest, just as I told them to, which is nice. I will have to bring up their support units at the same time, the machine guns. You did not set up yet, you are still a little bit spread out. I will want you on the left flank, I believe, just in case there's something in the open that needs to be dealt with. So you will come to here. Your partner will go here. Your commander there. And the other two machine guns are here on the edge of the forest, which is a good place for them to be. So go there and then go there. Your buddy will do basically the same, and your unit commander as well. Just do that. Machine gun company commander, he will be in the middle. He can go to where he's required. Okay. The enemy resistance is slowly being broken apart. Flares are landing, they are illuminating the swamp now. That will help me to see any units that are trying to sneak away from here. Also, it does help us to fight these guys. Oh, mortar fire. Good idea, boys. Mortar fire is an excellent idea to get rid of the enemy. You will notice that it is slowly getting brighter. The break of dawn, or the twilight of dawn, is approaching. So we do not have full darkness anymore. Which helps me more than it does the enemy, so I'm perfectly okay with that. Up here we need to bring these machine guns to the edge of the forest, I believe. That would be an excellent idea to do. So you will go to there, you will go to there, and you there. And the other two machine guns. The other two machine guns I basically want on this hill here, from where they will be able to do a lot of damage to retreating enemies. So one of the machine guns is going here. Let's actually let it go there. The other one next to this truck. Commander behind them, and where's this guy? He's here, so I will have him go there. Let's really dominate this area. Here we have more machine guns that I need to move up. So this machine gun here is moving to this position. This machine gun is going here. And you are going in between them. You guys are over there, so I want you on the edge of the forest. There and there. With your commander there in between you. And you will go to here. Nice. That should make sure that we have full control of the open ground. We should be able to gun down everything at that point. Look at this enemy. He's still sitting here. You seem to be pretty much alone there. Okay, there's a hill here. That's why it's important to always go down with your camera to the battlefield, have a good first-hand look. This will show you that it's actually hard for these guys up there to hit this man, because he's, well, below the lip of the hill, so to speak. And he's not completely alone, there are more guys with him. That's fine though. My scouts here in the forest, they did advance quite a lot, did not encounter anybody yet. So let's have more guys move up. The mortars. I could get the mortars into this clearing here. That's not such a bad idea. Let's do that. Move to there. Move to there. There. And your mortar commander is moving there ahead of you. Machine guns are in the process of moving. And the scout units, they need to move further. Just to make sure that my mortars are safe. Now that you are in this forest, actually spread out a little bit more. Good, excellent. A machine gun has been set up. Good position for it. Look at this guy shooting his pistol at the enemy. Who are you shooting at with your pistol? You have a machine gun next to you. Use that. Yeah, the machine gunner can't actually see this guy, possibly because of the tree that's in the way. Although, in reality, he could cut the tree down with the machine gun. But to me, this honestly looks like a battle won. There's so little resistance remaining, and I don't think that we have suffered many casualties. Who are you shooting at? That was weird. That is weird. Who are you shooting at? One of the machine guns is opening fire on the top of the hill where my own units are. Friendly fire incidents are real. But okay, we are doing very well. The enemy is pretty beaten, falling back. We just have to make sure that nobody is remaining. We have to sweep the area. But I will do that once the machine guns are all in position, so that they can support. Then these units, they will sweep across, and at that point it's already game over for the enemy. There is no way for them to achieve anything here anymore. Okay, this unit, just sweep. Let's see, you guys do not need to stay hidden. You don't need to stay hidden, just walk through, make sure everybody's dead. Here in the forest, the mortars are getting into position. And these machine guns, actually, you will move to this position here, so that you can better support a potential firefight in this area. And once these mortars are in position, they should be in range of these units. The 5 cm mortar has a range of about 500 meters, so yeah, that should be perfectly within range. I will then have the scouts advance into this area, and we'll take care of the remaining enemies, and I think that should be it then. I did not come across an enemy tank, a BT-5, so it's not here. I guess it retreated further back, so we will most likely meet it in the next round, when we finish off this pocket. Ah, there's still some enemies here. You unfortunate souls. Trying to hide. Scouts? Yeah, scouts. The enemy had scouts here, but this time they are pretty much out in the open. They are not inflicting casualties on me this time. That's not happening. They are suppressed, the machine guns are shooting at them, the infantry is advancing on them. They will be killed off. What is the engine noise that I'm hearing? Is it the truck? Hey, everybody be quiet for a moment. Oh, it's this truck. So I guess I'll have captured myself some trucks here, which is nice. That commander, he can move up to support his guys. Mortars are getting there. That's the commander, nice. Just get in position. The machine guns are getting into their positions. These machine guns, I kind of want them to hold there for the moment, so that they can support against anything that's showing itself in the swamp, maybe trying to escape towards the south here. But yeah, the last remaining enemies in the swamp, they are being picked off. I don't think they are even able to fight back. Yeah, this guy's running. Which will just make him a target. Oh, wait, he's still shooting. Yeah, these dead trees, the swampy area, it provides a lot of concealment. So, units that are inside of this area, they're able to hide themselves very well. Oh, he picked up a different weapon. That's an amazing feature, by the way. I guess he was either low on PPSH ammo, or he figured that a long rifle... Oh, he switched again. Or he figured that the long rifle would be a better choice to fight at that range. So he picked it up, but now he switched back to his PPSH. Very interesting that the AI does that. Okay, mortars in position. Units in position. Okay, you guys, I want you to go to here. Advance onto them. You guys, you will advance. This way. This machine gun, I want it to come up to here. And a commander will go there. That should help us to take care of the last enemies. I'm actually surprised that they did not surrender yet. I guess there's still some guys hidden in the swamp here, for example. Being picked off one by one, just like this guy. Are you trying to escape your fate? Oh, you're actually shooting my units. Oh, you are actually in the middle of my formation here. He beat him. Okay, is he dead? I don't think so. I think we have to finish him off. Unsure about what... Yeah, there you go. Stirb, du Bastard. Yeah, okay. He said it, not me. Basically means die, you bastard. Why is the enemy not retreating off the battlefield? I would have expected them to do it by now. There can't be anything left. Apart from a very small pocket down south here. Or is something in the swamps? No, there's not enough space for them to be in the swamps down here. And I would have seen them. No, it has to be this last remaining pocket down here. And we are getting closer. Very soon the firefight will start. Let's have a quick look at the terrain. Okay, the terrain is... okay, they are... The terrain is curving downwards. Towards this area, so... What the hell? Anti-tank gun. Everybody get down. That's why they are not retreating. They have anti-tank guns down here. At least one. Do we have a 5cm mortar with us? I believe we do. Please aim to take out this gun. Oh, your mortar gunner died? Okay, you have the mortar now. Set it up. Set it up and target that thing. Don't move, just set up the mortar. Come on. Now the enemy is causing us losses because they were able to suppress my units very effectively. We lost 3 guys already. I did hear mortar fire going off. Yeah, mortars are landing. It's not you. Who is it? Who is shooting? Is it the mortar battery that I left back here? I don't think so. You guys are not close. Oh, there's a second gun that they have. Oh, that's bad. Okay, let's have a quick look at the terrain. The terrain is looking kind of messy. But I believe these units should be able to get close to the enemy. Just don't get yourself killed. No, do not spread out that much. Go like that. Advance on them. And yes, I will want you to stay hidden. Commander, I need your support up here for morale purposes. And maybe you can get orders back to these mortars if you get in between these units. It's possible. I could have these mortars move up. Go to there. You will go there. Let's just bring the whole battery. Let's try to put as much hurt on the enemy as possible. This machine gun. I could have them flank around, but having a machine gun move by itself is not a good idea. I do have these machine guns up here that I can still move. So let's actually do that. Yeah, they're now shooting at this anti-tank gun, killing off its crew. The armor on the gun will... yeah, it will stop small caliber bullets, but the machine gun bullets, if the machine gun has armor-piercing rounds available, they will punch through the shield. Ouch! But yeah, they have another one. And it has potential to cause me a lot of grief. However, it's now being fired on from the flank. So I hope, yeah, they did already lose a crew member. I hope that with this flanking maneuver we can take them out. And with my mortars that are moving up. You know what, let's have this machine gun go to there. Maybe it will work, maybe it won't. Great, 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 that's good. Yeah, this machine gun... the crew is being cleaned off from the side. Look at that. They are wounded, most of them are dead actually. So this gun won't be a problem much longer. If you have to fight against guns, it's always a good idea to simply flank them. They can only shoot in one direction after all. By the way, did you manage to set up this 5 cm mortar? Where is it? Here. What are you doing? Oh, you're trying to move to the unit commander, are you? So that he can give you targeting information. And yeah, he's over there, so that's what you're trying to do. Okay, you know what? Just run over there. Damn it, this gun is still active. I cannot advance these units as long as this gun is active. Oh, you are courageous. Yeah, I have losses here on this side due to the gun. But we are taking them apart bit by bit. Enemy retreats, that's it. We won the battle. This gun is supposedly still active. I believe there might be another crew member that's still alive. So they will get to keep that gun potentially. But other than that, we have won the battle. Let's see, casualties, 17 after all, 84 on their side. That's alright. I think that's perfectly alright. They lost way more than I did, and they had to cede the ground. Did I capture anything? Yes, I did. Some guns, some trucks, and some men. Let's have a quick look at the achievements. Okay, nothing spectacular. And let's have a quick look at the battlefield. I want to know, what did I face here? What were these trucks? So, we had ourselves here a headquarters unit. Oh, that's very nice. That's extremely nice. The headquarters unit of the 173rd Rifle Regiment with repair crews. Those repair crews mostly got killed off. Here's one that's still alive, but I think without their truck. And with a bit of luck... Oh, look, these guys had some positions that they found. Where were you? Where is this? Where the hell are you? What? How? You sneaky... Huh. They are sitting right next to one of my headquarter units. These guys, they must have snuck somehow through the lines and just made a run for it, and they found themselves a really weird place to hide, but apparently it was extremely effective. That's a very curious thing. You don't see that very often. So where is the commander of this unit? I don't know. Looks like we maybe didn't meet him, so he might still be alive. Who knows? What else did they have? Another headquarters unit? 90th Rifle Division, 4th Battery Heavy Artillery Regiment Command. Yeah, another commander. And this one is dead. Very nice. It was just a command unit with the recon squad. Oh, they belong to them, and cable squad. They are dead. What else? 4th Company, 3rd Platoon of the 286th Rifle Regiment. The sad remains of that, at least. A lot of dead guys. And, of course, 76mm gun battery. With 2 guns, both abandoned. I guess that means that these things are mine now. So, they lost the guns, they lost a lot of units. I would say this is a very big success today. And with that said, let's simply return to the operational phase and see what else awaits us. There we go, battle group defeated. And this one retreated. Okay. So, the enemy's pocket down here in the south is shrinking turn by turn. There's only these 2 zones remaining. And I believe one of those has the BT5 command, with potentially a kind of working BT5. I imagine that thing is damaged, at least, if not maybe taken out. I guess we will see in the next turn. Oops, didn't want to do that. The rest of the front is looking fine. And next time we will end the turn and continue together to the next turn, which will then be at 6 o'clock in the morning. So it will be dawn, and we will launch our assault on Volna. I want to take this. I'm considering to launch an assault on Alexandrovka up here. But I might do Volna first and then have this advance as a subsequent operation. We will reduce this pocket down here in the south. And we will of course advance towards the north here, towards Izvos. So that's what's happening next time. Until then, have some great days and goodbye. Also, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on anything. Goodbye.